Hello guys, welcome to the lecture 3rd of our series Latches and Flip-flops. In this video we will deal about the clock. The clock is very important to know the flip-flops. Without knowing about the clock we cannot understand the flip-flops. So the clock is very important to understand the flip-flops. We can easily understand the flip-flop with this. So as in our daily life we know that we use the clocks for the daily routine. So likewise in sequential circuits we need clock to control the input of the circuit. In sequential circuits many processes are going on simultaneously. Like in previous video we have discussed that the first output the output of the first NOR gate is giving input to the second NOR gate. So here we can see that there is a lot of processes going on between the sequential circuits. So we need to control the circuit, and for that we use the clock that adjusts the time of the input. So what is clock? So clock is nothing but a signal that goes high and low and then repeat itself. For this clock signal, it is going here, it is known as low, here it will be high, then low, then high, then it will repeat itself. So we can find the time period for this clock. The time period for this clock will be means the point by which it is repeating itself after this. So it is starting from here, then again it is starting from here. So we can see it as a time period. What is this? Suppose T, capital T is time period for this clock. Now we know that frequency is equal to 1 by time period. If we want the circuit to work faster, we need to increase the frequency, then only we can increase the working of circuit. Or we can say that if we decrease the time period, we will enhance or increase the working of the circuit. So let us take an example of a sequential circuit, that is the SR latch, SR flip-flop. Here we have two inputs, one is set, other is reset. We have two outputs, Q and Q complement. So in this SR flip-flop we use the clock signal for its working. We represent clock by CLK. This is the short form for representing the clock. So in SR flip-flop we can use the clock signal. Now this flip-flop will only work when the clock signal is high. For this part only, for high part, for this part only the flip-flop will work. For other part the flip-flop won't work. So as I have already said that the clock is used to control the input. So when the clock signal is high means 1, low means 0. When the high will be 1, only the flip-flop will work, otherwise it won't work. There are two types of technique we generally use, that is called the level triggered or edge triggered. And as it is going up, this is called the leading edge, and this is coming down, so it is called the falling edge. Now we will talk about the second concept of the topic clock, that is the duty cycle. What do you mean by duty cycle? Duty cycle is the ratio of time for which the signal is high upon total time. Let us consider the total time taken by the flip-flop or taken by any sequential circuit for this whole clock is T. Then it will be high. It is given that it is high for 50% of the time, means T of T by 2, which is equal to 1 by 2. So the duty cycle is 50%. In the next video we will talk about triggering techniques. So this is end of this video. Now subscribe to our channel Campus Explained. Thank you.